Hello everyone and welcome back. You know who it is. It's CR, clearly. Time for another live stream from me. So this one's gonna be about quick, well, not that quick, but it's gonna be chit chat and some show and tell. A couple things I've been working on. Now, I'm no expert in survivalism, bushcrafting, or prepping. I'm just that person trying to learn more and put that knowledge into something more constructive or positive. Alright, now while I wait for some people to drop in, I'm gonna load up the chat and load up a few things. I already have a few things in mind that I want to do. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for some people here, out in Western Canada, it's finally gonna get warmer, like actually get warmer out. It's actually gonna be above freezing. We've had considerable consecutive days of low freezing. It's been a while, and of course today it's, well, earlier, well, Friday, it actually snowed, but that didn't stick around. And the sun broke out later in the afternoon and melted most of it. I mean, there's still some water or ice sheets out there, but it's not too bad. And today it's supposed to be partly cloudy, and tomorrow too, well, Sunday. So it should help dry out the cement and stuff like that. Nothing beats coffee and creation mode. Just make sure I'm ready here. Yeah. Hopefully not expect anything unexpected. As soon as I get someone to come in, I will actually load up my intro and start the live stream show. Now, I was actually going to schedule this, but I decided I'm like, it's okay. I was never good on holding up my end of a bargain for schedules at times. Oops. Alright, I got some people coming in. Alright, it's time to load up my intro. Hello everyone. You know who it is. He's back. CR's back. And of course I got coffee. So good. Gotta put back on my paracord bracelet. Gonna put it back on my ankle. Alright, let me load up the chat here so I can actually see it. Alright. So yeah, like I was saying, it's gonna be an open-ish type of chit-chat. Some show and tell. So if you stick around, you'll see some other stuff. Maybe a few things that I haven't shown yet. Or a few things I have shown, but you can see it's minor update and stuff like that. You know, so you'll see some awesome stuff. Yeah. So while I wait for some people to drop in here, I just want to say a special thanks to everyone that's been supporting the channel. I know I have a few new supporters out there, some newer people, you know, and some technical issues with some other channels, which is fine. I understand. It's how it goes. Make sure I'm in focus here, or in frame. So yes, I want to say special thanks to everyone, old and new. You guys make me enjoy the creation mode even more. Oh, have a sip of my coffee. Oh, that's some nice, good coffee here. Since I'm waiting for a few people to drop in here, what I'm gonna do is, since I just made a pot of coffee, I should check on it in about a minute or two. But that will only take me about, well, a minute to go check on it, because I gotta pour it into my thermos. So it's nice and piping hot for later on. So yeah, I'll be getting that coffee in the next minute or so. Oh, sheesh. Fix my hair. I figure I might as well wear a hockey-based type of hat for obvious reasons. Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened to minor hockey type of league that's or I don't think it's Pee Wee, but it's very sad what happened. That bus crash, unfortunately. I mean, the support that everyone here in Canada is given to everyone, wow, it's just amazing. I mean, I've had friends, lots of friends actually, and people that I know that used to play hockey, used to do that stuff, used to be on those buses and stuff like that. I mean, I couldn't imagine that happening to myself. Like, your heart would just go down and break, and just, it's very sad. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go grab that coffee here, and I'll be back in about 1 minute here. what I'll do, leave my static image on. I will be right back in a moment here. Alright, I'm back. Got the coffee. Got my thermos full of coffee, so ready to go. So, hopefully everyone's doing well. I know it's supposed to snow out east again or something like that, so I've heard. Yeah, spring's always delayed here in Canada, like all the time. It's for 1 year. 1 year it was actually like the snow was gone by like mid-March. But then there's other times where that snow sticks around to like the end of April. Ugh. But I think this time around we're gonna get. Yeah. I'm sorry, just look at the forecast here. Oh, yay. We're expecting periods of snow again, early in the week again. Now, hopefully, we'll get by that hurdle and start getting into the 50 Fahrenheit or plus 10 range. That'll be nice. At this rate, I might start suntanning like Wednesday or Thursday. Plus 9! Woohoo! Nice. Can't wait for that. So, let me just check on something real quick here. Okay. Well, I'm waiting anyways. A little bit earlier, I was making some shavings. Let's see how fine that is. I'm pretty sure that's pretty fine. I can almost pick it up with like. That's really, really fine. So this will obviously take a spark. Or with something like charcloth or charpunk wood, I could blow it into flame. I'm still trying to figure out some way of speeding this up so I can make this faster, because it's very, very fine. You can see the stick, or what's left of it in comparison. It's pretty thin now. I've been scraping it like mad. It does have some flex to it now. Because it was actually still green when I tinned it. So it hasn't rotted away yet. So we'll put that to the side here. So basically what I used in it was glass, actually. So basically I use that sharper side of like glass and just scraped it. Just kept scraping it and scraping it and scraping it. Let's see if I can, here, I'll see, there's nothing on that stick right now. I'm gonna scrape it a little so you get the idea. Let's see that. Let's see. Using that, the sharpness or the 90-degree spine to scrape with. Make some not shavings, but some, well, tinder, I guess. Add it to the rest of that container. And this amount right here is just a little bit. I mean, you can still see parts of their stick that I tried to do. So it's very, very, very fluffy. Lots of air. It's very, very quite fine. I mean, it's already dry already. There's so much surface area that it's drying out really, really quickly. I'll probably add that into most summer, wherever I put it, I guess. Now, when I was getting these sticks earlier, which I guess I'll show them. No, I did have them somewhere around here. I just had them. Hold on. Well, for some reason I can't find them right now. I don't know why. I had them like half an hour ago. Not sure where I put them. But anyways, I also found this clipper later, a little bit earlier. You can see on the side, it was actually sitting in water. Well, like I said, it snowed earlier today, or, well, wet snow flurries. So that's why there's rust on it. And surprisingly, it's refillable, and because it was an electric spark later, it actually still works. See? So I have no idea how much fluid is inside because it's actually black. As I tried to take off the wrapper, I'm like, oh, maybe it's white. Nope, it's not white underneath. I'm trying to see it from the back, but I can't. Even with a light source. Even with a light source, I can't. I just can't see it. So, I mean, It feels like, well, I can hear the liquid inside. Yeah, whatever, right? Three later, nothing wrong with that. What I'll probably be doing is, well, I'll probably just put this in, into my temporary fire kit. Well, not my fire kit, but my fire chest. One of the compartments I have, where I basically just put spare lighters and stuff like that. You can just see, so I'll just pop that in. Spare flints. I also have these guys. Let's see if I can put it in the front. Oh, this one should, yeah. Let's see if I can, yeah, you saw that, because I just saw it on the screen. So, got a bunch, I got a bunch of them. They're kind of fun to play around with. Shock some people. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, they're dead later. I don't think I have. No, I don't have a flint in here right now. Yeah, I'll have to put a flint in here. Maybe I'll make some more of these. More of these. Now, earlier today, well, Friday, I was out during the evening time, and, well, I found a few things, including that lighter, and if I can see it here. I know I had it here. And oh, silly of me. Alright, so here are the sticks right here. Let me shine some light so you can actually see it a little bit better. Has a nice reddish color to it. I'm thinking of this one right here, making another wooden pencil. I mean, wooden pencil, wooden pen. I just gotta drill the hole through it first. Hello, Rollis. How's it going, man? Thanks for dropping by, man. So yeah, it was part of a longer piece. I just kind of, well, separated them. It came from one big stick. Still not, pardon me, I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with them. They're not straight. I mean, I guess I could use an open flame or Maybe maybe even try with solar thermal energy to heat them up so I can bend them straight, but I'm not gonna do that. Although I might consider it next time I get some more. It's not that straight. So basically, from these sticks, well, from this one stick, pardon me, I made a whole bunch of shavings, or kindling. See how nice and fluffy that is. You can see some red, brown in there. Very, very fluffy. Like, this will take a spark really, really easily. Probably gonna do some experiments with this just to try some minor stuff out, see if it works. Like sometimes until you do something or per se test it, it's just a theory. So it's time to put on some additional stuff in here. Alright, I got that ready for a little bit later. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these sticks. I mean, this one's not totally straight. I've been trying to bend it straight and holding it. I'm not sure. It's not that wide, so I can't make, like, and they're all, let's see, it's definitely not as wide or as thick. Probably maybe half. Yeah, about half. So I can't make an all with this because it's way too thin. But I could make a pen if I wanted to. And today I also was looking and seeing some rocks. Seeing if, you know, if I can get a spark off them, or see if I can get them to work with a ferro rod. Something like this. Let's see. Yeah, of course now it doesn't want to do it. Yeah, of course now it doesn't want to do it. Okay. Well, let's try the other one then. Yeah, I think you saw that. Yeah, okay. So it does sort of work, but probably not the best. In comparison to, like, let's say, like this piece of glass that I have. I mean, super, not even trying. But the thing about glass or mirror is that it can chip or start breaking off, or pieces break off, but glass is also free and quite abundant. Just gotta find one that, well, isn't smooth on the sides. So something like this piece of stick. I can start seeing it. Let's do this for a little bit here. I'm trying to keep it on. Let's see here. Yeah, you can start seeing that I'm starting to fray it. Or, I guess you could sort of say I'm making feather sticks, but so if I had more of it, and just as fine, probably could start it with a spark, or at least a hot spark. So right now I've just been gathering that up, putting this broken glass, I guess. These rocks that I have that may or may not work. Piece of ceramic. Ceramic is harder than glass. Ceramic is harder than steel. So it can work as a striker too. Such good coffee. Now I haven't shared this, but I have said this before, but I'm gonna show this solar light that I found. Now I did not find it recently. I actually found this like, well, months ago. Yeah, months ago. I was actually, let me stand right here so you can see me better. I actually was going to the store or something, and I think I was grabbing something from the store. I went to go use the garbage bin and throw something out, and when I looked inside, well, minus the cordage, but this solar light was in there. Yeah, someone actually took the time to throw this out. I was just like, oh yeah, I guess it doesn't work, right? Assuming it doesn't work. But I'm like, oh, but I can use the LED or the reflector, right? Maybe get solar ignition from the reflector. You know, I bring it home. I think I charged it for a little bit, and of course, it works. Okay, bro, no problem. It's cool. So yeah, I mean, I came with the stake thing, but I'm like, I'm not using it with the stake thing, anyways. Because basically, what I'm doing is hanging it and charging it in the sun during the day. So let's see here. And surprisingly enough, it's not that hard to open. You can see it's very easy for me to open this. See, it's a rechargeable nickel metal hydride battery. Let's see here. What focus? So basically, it's a AA 1200 milliamp hour. I'm pretty sure this is the one that came with. It uses one. So it's not too bad. I can put it in the window, just sit it in the window. By nighttime or by dusk, it'll turn on. And by morning, sun comes out, it will automatically switch off. And let's see, what else did I find lately? Well, I guess while I'm here, might as well just show this like usual. I always gotta show off the YouTube magnet. Well, I guess while I'm talking about stuff that I found, even though I didn't think I would be showing off things that I found in this video, but I guess it's an open chit chat, so I guess I can show off whatever I want. And it is show and tell, so. Oh, yeah, this shirt right here. One of my friends gave this to me. I forget what it says. Okay. Kind of wish it said CR right there, but whatever. It just says BNN. Now, here's something. Now, I have a few more of these. I acquired them for free. And obviously, being Canadian, well, hockey, skating, winter stuff, yeah. I'm pretty sure these are used as coasters. But what I found out was, if I can just grab a multi-tool here, that I can actually, because it's rubber-like, I can actually, let's see, take this and actually, obviously, on the table and stuff like that, on a solid surface, use it to strop the blade with. So you might see these in different kits, just something I can use to strop the blade with. Now here's something else I got for free. A plastic spoon. Now obviously it didn't come with the cordage. I just added that just because I did. Now I've been thinking maybe I'll put a lanyard or a hole so I can put a lanyard in. Not sure yet. Not sure. I have another one of these, but it's already been put away in a bag. And you'll probably see that other one later on in a different video. So a size comparison with a normal big lighter. Kind of get the idea of the shape, size. I guess I'll show this off too. While I'm at it. Back during New Year's time. Those party poppers. I have the little toy inside. Um, the New Year's celebration that I went to, we had those, and basically I took, well, it's similar to a Rubik's Cube, but it just has numbers. I was just like, oh yeah, nice and lightweight, something I could kill some time with if I wanted to. And yeah, memo to self, try not to drop anything. Always so bad for doing that. I put something down, it just wants to slip, not stay there, or roll off. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, yeah. Speak of, stropping. I think I've shown this off before, but I'm not sure exactly where this came from. It's more like a piece of rubber-like material. I have a lanyard on it. Basically, I would stretch this and strop my blade against that, which I've done. So, like, depending where I am, just hook it up to a tree, a post, or something. Now, I got the arbor knot around here, around it, so I can easily undo it and put it onto something. Rolla said, I never got past the first layer. The first layer? What do you mean by the first layer? Can you elaborate more? Explain a little bit more? Just so, you know, we're on the same page. So yeah, anyways. This I got for free. I mean, I think I got this cordage for free, not sure. It's just braided into a zipper chains in it, and then I have the arbor or Canadian jam knot around it. Something I can just roll up. Pretty lightweight. Arbor knot, Canadian jam knot helps me hook it onto hook it onto stuff, and also keep it together like this. I can easily slip this into the bag, into my pocket. You know, if I'm going out camping, I can bring something like this. Strap the blade with, maybe remove some sap or whatever that might get on my blade. Because the sap on, if I get sap, like, let's say it's, fat wood. Obviously this is a very, very small piece of fat wood, but if it was fat wood, the sap would get on the blade. And because of the sap it's sticky, it increases the friction, which means that my blade's not gonna slide in. So the wedge part of the blade it's gonna increase the resistance. So I gotta get that sap off so I can actually keep going, making feather sticks or batoning or whatever a little bit easier. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I get the point. On the Rubik's Cube. I was never great at it. You know, probably like many people. I just then take the stickers off and put them back into the right spots. Oh, and because I got the arbor knot on this side, what I can do is make another arbor knot. It might be a little short, but I can make another arbor knot so I can hang it. Maybe hang it off my bag, or on the inside, or hang it off a zipper or something like that. So, being Canadian, I also have this leather-like beaver, which I could also strap with if I wanted to. It's got a little hole so I can put a lanyard through it if I wanted to. I probably might do something with this. I can't remember where I can't remember where I got this, but I'm pretty sure I got this for free. So I might I might add that or the other thing. And I might connect it or merge it or add it to the pencil sharpeners. Maybe, not sure. Of course, this pencil sharpeners, carpenter pencil sharpener, denim lanyard. Actually, since I'm at it, I'm just gonna drop this multi-tool real quick here. I'll use the beaver. Let's see. Now this piece of cardboard, well, not cardboard, but it's not paper, it's more cardboard-like. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be okay. Could be sharper, I guess. But I have to get this excess sap off of it anyways. Put that away here. So let's see here. I'll show that later. Pardon me. Well, here's something I just did, but we had these clips around. Now, this one used to have a magnet on the side, but, and I got a few more, but what I did was I added reflective material So if I needed them, I could just clip them onto stuff. So, or and I got a few more of these. Some of them have red. Some of them have this more silver. I think I have one that's like bright yellow, yellowish type of color. So similar to this. Alright, make sure I put a few things away here. Oh, it looks like I got some more denim material. I'll probably make a lanyard out of this or something like that. But since I'm here and doing it and I have it in my hand, I'm just gonna add a stopper knot at the end. See how much I have to work with here. Well, it's gonna be very, very narrow arbor knot, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of narrow. I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll make this into a fire starter instead. Yeah, I think I'll make that into a fire starter instead. Hello, Sammy. Welcome. You can check out my YouTube magnet. Yes, I have a YouTube magnet. You can see it on my harmonica. I've been making a few more of these. Yes, I even have an Iron Man magnet. This used to be a sticker. I'll probably make a few more. So maybe if someone sends me a sticker, I might actually change it, make them into a magnet, so I can just stick them on. Because I've seen all these videos of people with their sticker boards. I'm just like, if I have a thin sheet of metal like steel, I can make a magnetic sticker board. So now, not only would it be a sticker board, but I can just put the magnet on, move it around, change it up. Oh yeah. Here's the light. Here's the solar light I found, Sammy. Yeah, I actually found this. I explained it earlier, but basically I found this for free. For free. And it actually works. It's pretty bright for what it is. I'll turn off the lights, let's see. I guess it's alright. I could just go like this. Sorry about the brightness, but alright. Let my camera adjust. Yeah, okay. Put this back to the side here. Oh, I almost forgot. Where is it? Oh, where did I put I guess I'll share this. Why not? Now, I have access to recycled items, or what they call the reuse center locally, and sometimes I go there. I'm able to acquire different things for free. And well, anyways, this is one of the items I got. Now, of course, this is a 1 liter, 32 ounce, 1 quart container, usually used for containing water. But I changed it because I'm not a big fan of drinking out of plastic containers. Well, not usually, anyways. But what I did was I made it more as a diffuser. So basically, you can see here, as I spin it, you can see the light inside. Now, if I can try it, now I can't get the light out. Let me pull out my light here. But basically what I did was I added this plastic-like material. Let me pull it out here. This actually came from, I believe, an LCD display or a laptop. Basically, it bends the light. No, this is not a magnification lens, because it actually doesn't bend the light into a focal point, but it bends it at an angle more. And because of that, if I put it into the container, because you'll see if I don't put it in and just put the light source in, you see how if I spin it around here, it looks different. Compare that to when I actually have it on. You can see it bends the light, so I can it's more, you can see it 360. Of course, I could put other light sources in and such. So put the lid on. It'll resist water. So I can bring something like this if I want to be noticed more. You'll see I have the arbor knot on here. Carabiner. So basically I can hook it on. Hook the carabiner on. And hang that off my pack, my bag, or on me, so I can be more noticeable. That's why there's also a red and silver like reflective material on it. So I basically put in a light source, some backup matches, and something else just to keep the light in one spot. And of course, something like this is going to be water resistant, splash proof, rain proof. I mean, even if I did drop it in open water, I'm pretty sure because there's so much air, it's not float. One thing I might do is add some more reflective material around. Because right now I got the reflective material just, it's on there, but I just have hair ties holding it, because it's not permanent. And of course, you know, if I really needed to put water in it, I could. So basically that would go with the same time that I got the other one. Yes, I got this at the same time. I have tinder in this. Very, very fine shavings. Now, it's not as fine as this. This is much finer, but this took a lot longer to do. Look how fine that is. I mean, something like this will catch a spark. Probably could use it as bird nest material. Put my char cloth or char punk wood inside and blow it into flame. I actually need to find a container to put this into, which I'll probably do right now. That might be too small. Well, let's see here. Put it in. Yeah, maybe it will work. I'll have to compress it. I'll have to see if I can compress it and still get it out and fluff it back up. I'm gonna give it a try. Get that in there. Okay, I guess it fits. So I got it in there for now. So I'll put this with my fire chest. Keep it for a rainy day or whenever I want to use it. 100% natural, so it's not like using toilet paper or whatever, so I can easily get more, so it's recoverable. Coffee time. So let's see, what else is there. I guess I won't need this tape. Oh, that actually came from this. Here's those shavings. Well, actually, it's more like very fine shavings came from. I didn't even use a knife. Well, I batoned it with a knife, but I basically used a hard 90-degree spine, like a piece of metal or a piece of glass to scrape it. So here's the example I had earlier. I just had to find a good spot, but you know, I could eventually get it. Here's the one that I had earlier. It's very, very smooth now. It's very, very thin too. Because it used to be this thick. Now it's that thin. Yeah, yeah. Such a good cup of coffee. that I need a second cup. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. So I might as well grab my thermos here. Might as well pour me up a coffee here. Nice and hot. One thing I do miss, I used to have one of those coffee mug warmers. I fried it like a dummy, so I kind of miss having that. I used to keep my coffee nice and warm all day long. Oh yeah, nice hot coffee. Hold on a sec. Just gonna put on something right here. And for the hell of it, let there be light. So you can see the spot. So you can see the spot right there. I just have one of my light sources on. So I guess I can make shadow puppets. Or bounce the rabbit. Oh wait. The dog. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here's Megalite. I guess I'll show it off. I was gonna show it off in the video, but I think I'll show it off live instead. This Megalite, yeah, unfortunately I lost the rubber pressing button. Yeah. And unfortunately I can't get it back because I lost it on the road. And it was dark out, so I'm like, screw it. There's no way it's gonna take a needle in a haystack trying to get it back. But yeah, I mean, if you can get this on sale or discounted, I mean, it's alright. It's pretty bright. For what it is. I mean, I tried it out outside. I was like, wow. I can see the street sign like a couple blocks away. But one thing, I've modified this. Now you can get commercial battery adapters, but I made my own. Because now there's a 2D one and a 3D one, as in battery size. Like this usually takes D's, but I modified it, making my own homemade adapters. As you can see, so basically I got a double A in there. Basically, it's around the same size as a D. Some foil just to conduct electricity. So I just pop it in. And a few little things just so I can. I think I used a big coin. So basically now I have the coin in there. And basically, instead of using two D's, I'm using two double A's. and it should turn on. Yeah, there we go. Now, I've actually experimented with this now online, and from what I've heard, this it's supposed to go about 6 to 8 hours on these. On these two AAA, the same ones, because that's what I used for the test. It goes for 2 hours, and it has another hour of very dim output, because it doesn't have that constant power circuitry in there where it's consistent output the whole time through. So basically, I'm getting 2 hours of runtime, another hour of like dimmer runtime, and where it usually would be about 6 to 8. But this weighs less. And of course, AA's are more common. Because I was just like, oh, I don't want to. I have rechargeable AA's and AAA's, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to buy D's all the time, buy alkaline D's and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh wait, I'll just make an adapter. So that's what I did. And of course, you can see right here I got a Ranger band. So when I'm grabbing it, even if my hands were wet, wearing gloves or whatever, it doesn't slip out of my hand. Oops. Memo to self. That didn't work. Sorry about that. Oops. Hello, Joran. How's it going, man? So yes, I'm sorry about the noise there. My bad. But yeah, so it's harder for me to slip out of the hand. Not all the time, but it's harder. Oh, this? I mean, I've seen these on sale for like maybe 25 bucks. It's roughly about the $30 range, $35 range here in Canada. Seen it cheaper, but it's not too bad. I've heard other people recommending it as a budget flashlight. I just changed mine so it uses AA's instead of D's. That way I can use, you know, the AA's I have. It's nice and bright too. Well, not only that, Rollers, I mean, I know they make rechargeable batteries these days. You know, if you can get them on discount, I mean, I remember this one time I got a pack of 4 AAA's for like, I think it was like $11, which wasn't so bad. Let's see. I also have these these other ones that I got at a bargain bin in Cabela's for like, let's see, I'm trying to remember the price, for like less than half the price. Now it was as is. Now luckily enough I have a charger that can actually charge them, because I was kind of worried, because I'm like, as is, there's no refund, so I'm like, oh come on, work, and I bring them home, I'm like, yes, they recharge my charger, yes. So basically I got like a 4-pack of AAA's and AA's for about $10. I've $10 or $11, but that's for 4 triple A's and 4 double A's. I mean, I think they're about 800 milliamps and about I would have to hold on a sec. I have it in here right now. I think it's I think it's like 2000 milliamps for the double A's, something like that. I think it's like don't quote me on this, but I think it's around that 160, 180 range, maybe 190. And I think it goes on the bottom. No, I thought I had the box laying around. I think I have it in storage, but yeah, maybe 190, 180 lumens, and it says it's supposed to go like 400 meters or something like that. I mean, when I try it outside, yeah, I can actually see it quite far away. Especially if I start hitting, you know, some street signs or whatever, I'd be like, wow, I can see that street sign pretty far away. Especially if I dial it in and focus it, so it's more of a beam. I mean, it's alright for what it is. I mean, I got air flashlights, I mean. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad for a budget flashlight. I mean, it doesn't have this consistent power circuitry where you get the same output of light throughout 90% of the runtime. Because usually with these lower end or cheaper type of lights like flashlights and headlamps, you usually get, after a certain time, output drops because it doesn't have that consistent power circuitry to deliver the same amount of power the whole time through. So you have consistent light output for 90% of the runtime. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I just don't I just have it on the top of the screen right now. Copy. Nothing like copy in creation mode. Somehow I'm always more creative when I have coffee. Not sure why. Since I'm at it here, talking about lights and stuff like that, here's a reflective band that I have. This runs on CR2032 batteries. There's an on and off right here, so you can see. Now, I usually bring this when I go out biking. So basically, whatever jacket, shirt, whatever I'm wearing, it just go on. Because I'm quite aggressive when I bike, and yes, I do bike in traffic, so let's just say I know better. I rather stand out and make my intentions well known. And while I'm at it, I'll show some more. includes this. Usually I put this around my ankle so people can actually see, be like, oh, he's pedaling. Hey, it's Vinny. What's up, man? Since you're here, I might as well talk about some rubbish that I find. Might as well. I'm just showing off some reflectors, reflective stuff. Now, one thing I do with the reflectors I just showed, this one right here, not only do I wear it, so not only would I wear it like this, I modified it so it stands out a little bit more, because there's 3 colors that are very important. Like, yeah, I guess you could go orange if you want to, but it's gonna be yellow, reds, and silvers. So basically, this is what I usually wear. So I slap it on. Of course, turn it on and stuff like that if I want to, depending on what's going on. I usually don't use the lights on this because they're not that bright, but they're there if I need them. So I can put more on if I want to. Well, yeah, it's because I'm aggressive in traffic. And, let's just say, I don't want to be that, let's just say I don't want to be that one person that you've probably seen on the news that got hit by an automated self-running vehicle. Let's just say it like that. There's video on that. And they were wearing all black and crossing the street in an unmarked crosswalk. Because I've had my fair share of close calls at times for traffic. Like, this is my left side. I've actually got clipped. Like passenger side mirrors, I've gotten clipped. People pulling out of a driveway, even though I have lights on, they almost hit me. Yeah. And I mean, I have other stories that I've shared. I'll probably try to remember to end screen it in so when I can see it later. Oh, I know, Vinny. See, Vinny's excited I'm talking about. I'll talk about that soon. Awesome. You'll do videos one day. Vinny, if you shared videos about rubbish finds, I totally would come by and watch religiously. Like, be like, Vinny's releasing a new video about rubbish. I'm coming over to check it out. Be like, oh. How do you manage to get that? For example, it'd probably be something I say. Oh, Oh, okay. Oh, and there's more. What I've also done is using hook and loops. So here's a dollar store version, but hook and loops, right? I put them together, and basically I can, and using some older like reflective fans, and using the hook part, the hook part, either stitch it or glue it together and make a bunch of these. Here's some more. And basically what I can do is put around something. So if I was wearing this, for example, I can just put them on. Adjustable. So I can do something like this. And because it's round, I'll show it off with, I'll put the mag light back on. You'll see. Hold on. You'll see that. Actually, let me turn off the light. It's easier if I turn off the light, but you'll see that. because of it's round, when the light reflects, it actually creates this arch of light. See? Now wait. And that's why I have these and some other ones. So depending on what's going on, if there's a light source coming this way, it'll actually create a reflection in front of me about this much. Now it depends on the light source. The stronger the light source, the brighter the reflection would be. Of course, I would put 2 on. Okay, Rose. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, I have these. This. And of course, I have one additional thing, which I'll put on right now. Because I realized after some of the stuff that's been happening or things that happened to me, now I go hardcore on it. Go big or go home, right? So I actually really overdo the reflectors at times, but obviously biking in traffic, especially busy traffic, can be dangerous. I mean, I've gotten hit by a truck before. Now, thank goodness it was very low speed, and I was very, very lucky, and I've talked about it before, and yeah, I was very, very lucky. Like, if I remember right, I was in a T-stop. I was trying to cross the street. I was walking to. Truck decides, oh, I'm just going to start turning, and the person's still in the intersection. Now, I was rollerblading, so, the stuff that has wheels, and I stopped in the center for a split second, and I just turned around, I just looked 1 second to the side, and this truck's coming at me, and I was like, what the hell? Now, luckily, I was very lucky. I think because I was wearing inline skates or rollerblades, it basically, the wheel went over my skate. So the skate actually protected my foot. I only came out with like scrapes and stuff, but I was like, wow. Yeah. So. Again. Again. But yeah, I mean, there was this other time that, like, I'm going straight, waiting at a light, I mean, this is a marked intersection with street lamps and, and all that stuff. There's a car beside me, a truck on the opposite side. You know, we're just there waiting for the light to change, right? Standard procedure would be like, wait, right? I needed to go forward, and I'm pretty sure the car on the left lane wanted to go forward too. The truck in front of us, as soon as the light changed, he wanted to make the turn, even though the car beside me and me want to go straight. Yeah. I actually had to stop because I was remembering that the previous story. I'm like, no, I'm not letting that happen again. I'm not getting ran over by a truck again when I don't need to. So yeah, I mean, there was that. I mean, I've gotten side mirror hit on the left side by driver's side passenger side mirrors and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I go big, because I might not come home if I don't go big. Make my intentions well known. I mean, unfortunately, you see this stuff and it's just like, you're just thinking, wow, how'd that happen? Because a lot of the time it could have been prevented. I mean, take that extra 5 seconds to make a stop. Maybe an extra 5 seconds, maybe wait for traffic to go by. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll let traffic go by just because I'm like, I'll let 5, 6 cars go by because there's nothing behind them, right? I would just being open, I guess. So yes, I also, depending how I feel like, especially at nighttime, I'll actually add even more reflectors in. Yes, I have more reflectors in. Sometimes I'll wear this. So, like I said, sometimes I'll wear this. So I get that 360 view. Alright? So you can see it at multiple angles. So even if you came from the side, you'd be like, you can see it. And one thing I've noticed is you can wear vests, right? You see people wearing vests and stuff like that, but sometimes you don't see where the handlebars are moving, and that's why I prefer it on my arms, because people can actually see that I'm like which direction I'm turning and stuff like that. And let's say if you're coming into a T-stop or whatever, sometimes I've noticed that bushes get in the way. I mean, anyone that drives in, you'll see these blind spots where you gotta slow down. Because, I mean, if you can't see around the corner, I'm pretty sure that other person can't see around the corner and see you too. So, because I'm biking, my arms would be forward, so they'll notice this first, even before they see my torso. And one thing I do like is because usually your arms, when you're biking, your arms are on the outside, so that's the first thing people see and stuff like that. So when cars are passing by, because I have it on, well, this is on my right side, but if I had it on the left side, they can maybe see that in the rear view mirror, or they're looking to the right, be like, and judge that distance. It's easier to judge the distance for the driver. So they'd be like, oh, hey, I still have like at least a foot of clearance. So At times I bring this. And something like this just easily fits in my bag. Easily take them off. And of course, I got silver ones too. Yeah. I mean, when I wear them, I wear them. Like I said, go big or go big, because you might not come home. So yeah, I mean, I just made these from scraps, but useful enough for me. Well, sometimes what I'll do is I'll put it on my shoulder too, because usually when I'm biking, my shoulder, even if I'm wearing a backpack, people will see my shoulder side first, on my left side, so it'll stand out. Let's see here. I mean, you can see that. So you can see that. Look how reflective that is. Now imagine this light source I have is a headlamp. I mean, not a headlamp, but a car headlamp. I mean, so you might have seen the straight line going across, and that's the reflection. So it's very, very reflective. So it's one of those things, if you can't see me with this, then you're blind, let's just say. And that's just part of the stuff that I wear when I go biking, especially at night. I mean, when I go biking, I go biking. regardless of the temperature. Yes, I go biking when it's minus 30 or minus 22 Fahrenheit out. Because usually it doesn't matter how cold it gets. It just I just can't bike in the snow, or in deep snow, or if it's extremely icy, or from freezing rain or anything like that. I can't do that. Because it's kind of dicey, and I gotta control my balance and stuff like that. I mean, I remember this one time I went like, whoosh, you know, I'm like biking in literally at a 45-degree angle in snow, and like literally maintaining my speed. I'm like, almost feels like I'm drifting. And depending, sometimes I'll actually add this in. Yes, sometimes I'll wear this too. Because if you can't see this, and a headlamp, and, you know, these giant reflectors, I don't know, can't help you there. This is good coffee. Mm. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool, Sammy. I understand. I just appreciate people that drop by. You know, I appreciate everyone that drops by and takes time to listen, get my watch times up. I mean, it's also like no one's obligated to come in. Like you or whoever decides to come in, I'm like, you know, so I'm gonna try to, you know, interact with you guys as much as I can. So yeah, I keep this with me too. Actually, I've shown this one before. I just added, you know, those kind of 3D glasses, red and blue. That's where the red came from. So I'm using it as a diffuser. I usually put it on my left side though. Might as well put on my paracord bracelet back on. Let's see here. Okay, I know. Oh, and if I remember, sometimes I'll actually put these in my hands too. But of course, these kind of blinking lights. Yes, I know Sammy knows these. So I can turn them on or whatever. Usually I put them in my hands instead. That way it's already with me. I don't have to reach for them. So basically it'd be on my phone like this. I just turn it on. So depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm wearing gloves, it'd be like this. So if I'm pulled over to the side of the road or whatever, I could just be like, for a quick sec, I could just be like, have them on slow blink, and be like, you know, depending what's going on. Smaller lights, these could be useful. Yeah, I don't mind them. I mean, unfortunately, they take CR2032 button batteries, but so I don't tend to use them as often. I only turn them on when I feel like I need to use them, or maybe now's a good time. you know, if it's very busy, very busy, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going big, on it, just full out, and just turn on everything. Let's just say, because I usually stick to like the headlamp and stuff like that. I might run on a more common type of battery, especially ones that I can recharge, like the triple or double A's. So, enough about light for a little bit. I think I'm gonna actually not do this right here. Let's see, just swing this into view. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this was graciously gifted to me by Sammy. So thanks again, Sammy. I kind of modified it. I'm sorry, Sammy, I didn't like that. I know you meant well with the cordage on it, but like it's bright and all, but I used it like twice, and the cordage was already getting dirty. I'm like, I'll switch it out and add a few things in. I have a piece of flint right here, so I can use it as a striker or whatever. What I think I'm gonna do is change the way I have the lanyard. So I'm gonna do it right now. Why not? Why not just do it right now? Live creation mode. Even though I didn't think I would be doing live creation mode, or whatever. And of course, ranger bands, stuff like that. So I'm gonna open this up real quick. What I'm gonna do is slide my zipper chains in it down there away and reduce how long it is. But first, I gotta remove the ferro rod out, remove the striker out. This has an inner strand of con type of cordage on the inside. So it's not just a lanyard, there's actually technically potential tinder I can use. Or something I can char. Now let's see here. Now how am I gonna do this? So I think I'm gonna have to open up the other side too. So I can get, I'm trying to get it so this is in between, geez. So this is in between the ferro rod and the striker. So I'm gonna have to open this up here so I can slide it in. Or hopefully slide it in. Now put the rod through. Put the rod through. Put the rod. Put it through the rod. Come on. I'm gonna have to heat it back up a little later so I can get a nice point in there. I'll try to use something like an awl or something that I can just poke it through. Because I don't want to use, well, if I don't have to use them all, because I might fray the cordage too much, which I don't want to do. But let's see here. Let's see if I twist it, maybe I can get it in there. Just enough. Alright, it's starting to stick out. Twist it on. Okay, I got it. Nice. Alright. Now, I got it on, so I'm gonna put a stopper on it, so obviously it doesn't come out. So now the rod knots on that side. And because I have the zipper chains in it around, I can actually stretch this. So let's say if I was using it, I can put it into this formation right here, so it stands out absolutely. Or, you know, if I want to change it, I can change it. Now, just trying to figure out how much length I need. A little bit longer. Alright, so about like so. What I'll probably do is, let's see, I'll add a little bit more length. Now what I'll have to do is, because this will slide, I actually have to knot that in there. That way the striker doesn't move. So I'll put a hard knot on there. So now it doesn't move, so I should be able to get a full length strike. Now I'm trying to figure out, I'll probably cut it around, let's say, because I'm thinking of adding an arbor knot, the Canadian jam knot, on this end. So let's go. Let's grab something here so I can cut this. Well, I guess they always say if you're not sure, cut too much. I mean, don't cut. If you're gonna cut something, cut it so it's longer or bigger, because you can always size it down. It's hard to add something back on. You know, better to cut too big or too long than too short or too small. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I have a jute twine on the inside, so you can see the jute twine. This heat it up with later, so it melts on the outside more again. Now hopefully this is enough. Hopefully this is enough to make an arbor knot in there. Stopper knot. Might have to adjust this just a little bit here. I have to adjust this. Alright. So put the arbor knot on. Double check my length here. That way I know, let's say, so if I had to pull back or push. Yeah, that should be good. Put my stopper knot back on. Alright. Oh, if anyone's wondering, this is trail marking tape. So, dual purpose, right? If I need the trail marking tape, I can unhook that stopper knot at the end, pull it right off and use it as trail marking tape or whatever. And while it's on there, it's not help me identify it, so it stands out more. Pull it to the side. Keep it together for me. Oh. Or let's see, I think I might be able to do this, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I can, because I got that arbor knot on there. I can use it to tie it around the base, so if I had, like, I can hook it onto my shoulder, get that ferro rod on me, keep it on my belt, if I'm wearing a backpack or whatever, I can just hang it. Alright, I guess it's good to go. And yes, you can see how much I've used it, Sammy. You can see my dip in the rod. It's thicker over here than over here, so. Oh, the Ontario rat, I still don't know where to put it. Although I'm planning to, on the next trip I make, you know, that's actually like a trip to bring it with me, so it'll probably be the folder I bring in, you know, including my Victorinox that I have here. I've shown this off before too. Let's see, match clip. So I could do something like this. It's got a pin, so I can pin it onto me. If I'm wearing a backpack, I could just slip it in. Oops, you didn't see that. You can slip it in there, close it, so, and it'd be like this on the bag. And right here, that's a neodymium magnet, and it just happens to fit over the pin, that, well, needle pinhead. So I got that magnet in there just for whatever reason. Let's see here. No. So I got multiple ways of holding this. Or if it's in my pocket, I can clip it or pin it into my pocket so it's harder for me to lose it. Or, you know, pin it on my front or whatever so it stands out. More coffee. That's such good coffee. Oh, awesome. Yes, it's right here, Sammy. Got a lanyard on it. Had to loosen it up. It does work. I haven't used it much, but you know, my standard Arbor Canadian Jam knot on there. So yeah, still not sure where I'm gonna put it, but I guess I'll just use it. And if I eventually put it somewhere, you'll see it, or you might see it in videos, or I might making feather sticks or something like that. Now I've shown this in a different live stream where in live creation mode I created a repair fixing type of kit. So tape, floss, super glue, super adhesive, hot glue, pins, needles, magnet, thread, lighter to use with the hot glue, something to cut with, and thread and needle. Oh, and lens. Oh, and a very big type of push pin. The tip on this is bigger than the usual type of push pin that you see in multiple colors, blues, reds, yellows, and whites and stuff like that. So if I had to make a pre-hole